Today, several new big stories have popped up in the Star Wars newscape regarding the potential Obi-Wan Kenobi spin-off show, DandD's Trilogy, and even Rian Johnson's own Star Wars trilogy. Starting out of the Obi-Wan Kenobi news, there is a rumor going around now that Ewan McGregor has signed on for an Obi-Wan return. According to Cinelinks.com, who had the exclusive story, they claim they heard from two separate sources that McGregor has actually put pen to paper and inked a contract to return as the iconic Jedi Master. However, the return won't be for an Obi-Wan Kenobi anthology movie, as the original plan was, but rather for a TV series for Disney+. At least that is what Cinelinks' sources claim. But the story has since grown from then, as another site, Fantatracks, which does have a reputable reputation, also not long afterwards added onto the story by saying that not only has McGregor signed on to star in a Kenobi TV series for Disney+, but he will also direct a number of episodes as well. Fantatracks' source states that by giving McGregor a shot at directing some episodes was apparently the key in persuading him to finally sign on the dotted line. In addition to that, their source also says that the story will be spread across 8 episodes, with McGregor directing a number of them. Further to that, he will also be performing alongside a familiar mechanical co-star, which when the source heard who it was, well, their hearts apparently skipped a beat. Unfortunately, as of right now, we have no idea who this familiar mechanical co-star could be. I mean, anything is really possible. It could be C-3PO, R2-D2, I think Maul could also count as a mechanical co-star, but then again, that would be the only exception for me here that I don't see as a possibility. Mainly because Maul's story with Obi-Wan was already wrapped up rather nicely on Rebels. If anything, I can see Darth Vader being the more likelier mechanical antagonist here. But of course, this is all rumors right now and nothing is confirmed or official. But D3 is just a week away, with Disney already promising a more in-depth look at their future live-action slate, and more Disney Plus information to come along. So there is a small possibility that we could be finding out whether this rumor is legit or not by then. Next up, David Benioff and Dan Weiss were recently in the news for having signed a brand new 5-year deal with Netflix, which is said to be worth $250 million. And many were somewhat taken aback by this news, as DandD were still yet to had even start on their Star Wars trilogy. So it was kind of weird to be seeing them signing deals left and right and not even start on the Star Wars project yet. However, it actually seems that DandD's deal with Disney has recently changed, and that's probably why they decided to sign a new deal with Netflix. According to The Hollywood Reporter, the famous Game of Thrones pair will still be writing a treatment for a new Star Wars trilogy, but are now only committed to penning at least one of the films, while their original deal with Disney was for them to write all 3. But now it looks like that's not happening anymore, and it's unclear now on who decided to change this deal. Was it DandD or Disney? After the last 2 recent seasons of Game of Thrones, it's safe to say DandD's reputation in the industry hasn't really been the strongest. But I'd honestly rather let them start a trilogy and end it. I think that would be better than seeing someone else end it and go a completely different direction than what they had intended. But oh well, I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens of the first film that they write. And the last bit of news is regarding Rian Johnson, who's getting ready for his next movie Knives Out to be coming out this fall. During an interview with Observer about Knives Out, Johnson was also asked about a Star Wars trilogy, which many believed that he wasn't doing it anymore after the backlash The Last Jedi got. However, according to Johnson, he's still very much doing it and even spoke about it by saying, "I think that the fun and challenging part of it is to dive in, figure out what's exciting, and then figure out what's it gonna be. We're doing something that steps beyond the legacy characters. What does that look like? To me, the blue sky element of it is what was most striking about it. I know the way that I'm coming at it. And what's fun about it for everyone in Lucasfilm is figuring out what's the next step. It really makes you think and figure out what the essence of Star Wars is for me and what will it look like moving forward. As it stands now, DandD's new trilogy will be the next Star Wars movie to be coming out, with the first episode of Johnson's trilogy to follow up a year after that. So far, we still have no idea what Johnson's trilogy will be about, other than of course some leaks that it claims it would be basically Harry Potter in space and aimed at a younger audience. Now, whether will it be any good? Well, who knows. He's got an empty slate to work with, and if he does end up learning from his mistakes in The Last Jedi, then I think his new trilogy could be received better and maybe worth a look. We're gonna have to see. With that said, I'm probably gonna have to finally check out the Harry Potter movies first in the meantime to prepare myself for Johnson's trilogy. I don't know, if I like those and I like Star Wars, then Johnson's trilogy could be a win for me. I have no idea honestly. But what do you all think? Let me know your thoughts about the Kenobi TV rumor, the DandD situation, and Johnson still having his trilogy in the comment section down below. And remember, for all your Star Wars news, keep it here to Silo.